Welcome in, my lovely little batlings. We're going to really quickly show you the foals from our Ranch of Rivershine playthrough that we're going to continue today, and then we're going to do a real quick jump, and I will be right back with him fully trained. Quick editor note here. Yeah, I don't know. This is Rival Stars. This isn't Ranch of Rivershine. Just bear with me. I'm apparently very tired today. I am so sorry. Let's see what our little Java cookie, I think is what you ended up naming because I couldn't do Java chip. Yep. Let's see how they look. I'm so excited to see them as an adult with their coat. Ooh, it didn't go quite as rich bay as I thought, but I do like it because it kind of fits that color, the Java color a bit better. I do really like that color. Okay, let's see. Here's Rough Outlaw. This one, I wonder if they are going to get darker at all. Oh, not feed. No, I do think they did, just a smidge. They're pretty close to the same color, I think. Just two very different patterns. I'll have to see. And then, of course, our last foal, which is our Celi Francais foal. Which I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that, as always. I'm so curious what their color is. I can't tell. I don't know if they're a Palomino or technically, like, a Champagne. They're gonna be fun to train, though. Oh, you are a Champagne. What color are you? You're technically a Copper Bay with gray and dapples. Okay, now I'm curious. You're a Golden Bay with gray. Okay, so actually fairly similar colors, but not exactly the same. It's interesting they both got gray, though. With that in mind, I will be right back, and we'll get on with our game once I finish training these foals. And we are back, and there's one foal waiting for us from one of our trained horses. Speaking of which, I am probably not going to train the next couple generations, figuring out how long it takes to train, how much I'm cutting out, that sort of stuff. So, once we get to, like, our final, as close to all A's as possible foals, we'll get back into the training, but for now, it is taking longer and longer, and it is getting to a point where I'm not necessarily going to train every single generation. Still, let's see how this foal looks. Oh, this is not quite what we wanted. I thankfully have enough to try this a couple more times with skips. Yes, and it is Java Cookie that I want. Give that a second for the price to go down maybe a smidge. I think it was... well, no, we should be fine, actually. That is better. It is definitely better. But I think we can get a little bit further with that before I have to try again with our other horses. We need it to get up just a smidge more. If I can. This is our horse that's eventually going to get us the Anglo-Arabian line, so that'll be interesting to see as we continue on. C's is a little bit lower, but it's an even base, so it might help. Does iced work? Oh, it does. Does mocha? Mocha does not. I'm not sure why mocha doesn't. That's a funny one. Yes, I did name them iced coffee. That is 100% what they're going to be named for a bit. You can definitely judge me a little. Rough Outlaw, you are thoroughbred, so let's redo the filters here. I want the Leopard Complex back, because I think the last time I did this I did not refresh it with that in mind. Honestly, pretty good choice right off the bat. I'm not sure if I'm going to get... Yeah, you a B for that, so that actually works pretty well for now. And it's immediately a Colt, and the last one is a D, even though both parents had a B. This is definitely some level of randomization that I do not entirely understand, based on the own rules that it told me that it goes off of, so, you know... Might not be perfect, but we're not that bad off. Okay, why are we getting some pretty bad stats? Why are we getting C's? Neither parent has a D in those slots. You have C's. So I mean, I guess, but even then it should probably be up to B's, if anything. Really bad luck at the draw, I guess. This works though, 1A and all B's does work. Here's Dollar, Polite Memory, Salmon's Bunting, Fury Crimson, Puzzle Cannon, Change Certainty, Lemon Earth, Legendary Accordion, Frozen Whimsy, Gusty Petal, Wizard's Coffee. You know, this is going to be confusing, but that's funny. Okay. And then we've got one more horse. Okay, now to switch this up for the Selle Francais. Nope, it unapplied the pattern, I think. It absolutely did not. Hang on. Now we just need one as close to all A's as possible. 1B is acceptable kind of thing here. It has to be grade 5. It'll probably give me all A's in grade, like, 2 or 3 long before, but here we go. Ooh. This one's gonna... Ooh, goodness. This is gonna definitely take me a couple tries. Most of those stats are actually good, aside from one. I need all of them raised a little, not one still left at D. Preferably. Especially when that stat was a C. Oh, Colt isn't going to help me either, as pretty as they are. Oh, your tail's a whole different color. That's the first time I've seen that. I don't think it's a glitch. I should say, that's the first time I've seen a horse with that color coat with a black marking on their tail. Okay, you are... Those are good stats, and you're pretty, so... I've got room. You're gonna get skipped, too. Chainmail Caper. Brain Banana... Not really a bunch of funny ones. Here, let's see. Is this? Aw, that's not a word. Okay. Does that work? Okay. You get to go vibe there for a bit, and we are going to really quickly reach for that pairing again, because that was good. I just need filly with those stats. Oh, what do you know? That works. Now comes the fun part of caring for the foals. Because I actually want the bonuses as much as possible, even if I'm not going to race them, because it's still going to help my stats, I think, when I go to breed them again. I'll figure out what I want to do with you, but you did indeed come out as a Palomino. That's definitely not Golden Wish. Yeah, that is. As I say, that's the wrong horse. Java Chips line has the legacy, so I need to make sure I pass it down when I go to do that. Oh yeah, that was a quest. TJ said that Alex wants to keep training for steeplechase. For that, he'll need a horse. Let's surprise him. Surprise, we got you a real beauty, Alex. You're all set to keep training. Thanks, you two. That'll be staying a little bit longer. Getting a horse seems like a must, and this one looks ready to win. Wait, you're thinking about competing? Maybe, in the future. I know, 100% not in the future. He's gonna compete way sooner. A horse that's at least 80% Sally Francais to level 15. Yay. Get my payouts really quick. Now that I've gone immensely from the amount of money that I had to way lower. Not that that's a bad thing, it works out. I think we're at the point where we can't do more of the show jumping, right? That was kind of the funny thing. Yeah, none of the horses that are currently existing have that level of training yet. This will be one of the times I do probably train on stream, or on video. Stream? This is not a stream. As you can tell, I also stream, and somehow completely mix those two up consistently. Because my brain does not function some days, and today is one of those days. Yay, spam click everything. This is the one downside and reason I cut so much of this out, is because it's just spam clicking and flashing screens and clicking through screens. I think I need in the market. Let's see how the warehouse is, because if I need to start selling some stuff before I do the training, I should do that now. So I have to stop mid-training. I think I've explained it once before, but I try to bring everything down to... Oops, I went too far on that one. 5, because it's just an easy number to make sure that I have enough of stuff, but also I'm not going to store too much of it, because if I store a bunch of one thing, I'm not going to have room for another kind of thing. Even if I need a lot of something, I can race and get more, and I've got so much limited room. It does give me some money back, but the reality is there is just a certain amount of limited room, and it is something that you fight when you just spam races, because you're going to get stuff for doing the races, no matter what, pretty much. Okay, your odds are actually fine for this, but let's see if that stays. Now, whether or not I train this horse past 15 is dependent. The way it is right now, I can definitely be like, okay, well, I could train them past 15. And it would, in theory, be that they've leveled up that far, but I can't actually, game-wise, go past 15 in their actual training that I think counts. Until I myself level up further. prestige-wise. So they'll level up to, like... Oop, sorry buddy, you got 7th that time. This horse can level up to 25, but I can't train them to 25. I think is a better way of putting what I was trying to say there, yeah. I can level up to 25, I can't train them, I can only train them up to 15. So whether or not I do, because it ends up, I don't think, being the most useful thing, he's gonna depend a little bit here. We're at level 11. The problem is I do train a lot of the other ones up to at least as close to 25 as I could actually feasibly sit there and be like, oh, I am running out of time for when I have time to record. And if I'm going to do that for every single generation, I am going to not have time anymore. This will be a very short video. I think it does help the stats a bit to train them past, or level them up past what you can train them, but still, I don't think as much as it would if you could just train them, which is a pain. He's definitely going to be able to take on a rival. You'll wait him to 15, and then I'll pause there, see how our foals are doing. And we'll see what we can do as far as any of the events, or things that we can do in the background with him. Maybe 2 more races? I don't think 1 will do it, but maybe. I don't know exactly how much EXP they give, and I don't know how much EXP you need. I wish that was something that was visual. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be 2. There we go, 15. And yeah, this is what I do in the background. I generally just really quickly, like, watch somebody talking about something and then just run races until the horses are at a high enough level. We go from there, but that's why so much of that is cut out. Because that is... it's a bit of a grind. There we go. Should be good. Okay. That's that quest done. You're doing better now. Have you been training with Alex as well? He's been training day and night on his own. It looks like he's taking this very seriously. I wonder why he's so motivated. Let's take it as an inspiration to keep training. This is gonna be interesting. Do you mind helping me with the homestead? Your father used to do it all the time, so come on. Yeah, we'll collect our income really quick. That was plenty. You know, your grandfather wasn't that thrilled about steeplechase. He always thought your father should focus on flat racing. But your father insisted, and I'm so glad he did. That's how he became a champion. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so I just need to win a race at steeplechase. Distance sucks, but the track surface is great for this horse. That's, sorry, buddy, but we're gonna have to give it a try.
We're underway here at Villain Court. Cockney Character jumped away brilliantly. Golden Wish also up the front. Cockney Character maintaining the lead. Golden Wish in second spot. And then it's Cabbage Citrus. Company Clemens in fourth. Jack of Admiral in fifth place.
I might
With 800
have
metres
jumped
to
the
go,
gun
it's
on
Cockney
how far
character.
we could go
Cockney
level-wise.
character with a brilliant turn of foot. Gambler's traveller charging through. Respect experience, gaining momentum and
But you know, I
flying through.
definitely was like, oh yeah, no,
Golden
we could do
Witch
this.
to
We're
the
totally ready for
outside.
this.
2
Go.
lengths behind, it's respect experience. The race continues with Company
I'll have to go down
Clemens.
one in a second.
Elbow Elegance overtaking now. Cabbage Citrus is coming with a huge run, just ahead of Golden Wish. Continuing around the track, it's Elbowed Elegance. Cockney Character, watch the front. Golden Wish in 6th place.
Yeah, just use my stamina
They
for
run
nothing
for
on
home.
that.
Company Cleverness in 2nd spot. Then Cockney Character. Golden Wish needs to get more comfortable. Just in front of Cabbage Citrus. In the straight, it's Company Cleverness. Golden Wish in
Okay, we're gonna
5th
hit
place.
5th. Yeah. Okay, let's go down a difficulty. Whoops. It's like, oh yes, level 12, we could do that. Apparently, possibly not. Yeah, we can use you, because you have the... this, at least.
It's race on here at Villain Court. Elaborate Chameleon gets a confident start. Morning's Avocado is right there. Java Cookie holds the lead. Destiny Duke in 2nd. A length away, it's Worry Air. On their back is Emerald Electricity. Tussling with Elaborate Chameleon. Continuing around the track, it's Java Cookie. Destiny Duke in 2nd place, followed by Elaborate Chameleon. Elaborate Chameleon with a magnificent run. Accurate Summer pushing past horses. Java Cookie striking the front, and here comes
wonder if we could do
Worry
12
Air
with this
pushing
horse.
hard in front of Emerald
feel like if one
Electricity.
struggled, the other would also
Toe-to-toe
struggle
with
pretty heavily.
Elaborate Chameleon. Java Cookie keeping the front. Emerald Electricity in 2nd position. Destiny Duke next, putting in a strong bid with Morning's Avocado. With 300 metres to go, it's Java Cookie, Emerald Electricity in 2nd place, looking to make it from Elaborate Chameleon. Java Cookie leads the race. Elaborate Chameleon in 2nd. The final sprint is on, and it's Java Cookie, Elaborate Chameleon. Watch the front.
There we go. Oh yeah, that was enough time between. On this early. Whoops. Okay. Now we're done with that. They actually managed to level up. I thought they were all the way to 25. Apparently not. I heard my father talking about the tournament, and I figured I should try it out. This will be fun, don't you think? Alex qualified for the tournament, but that means you'll be competing against my son. Yeah, which I think is fine. I mean, we do kind of need rivals. To be continued. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, now it's just up to getting our foals braised so we can actually take on our rival. I know I should check. I think it's gonna be super expensive, but maybe not as bad as I'm thinking. Okay, yeah. This time, I'll do this just to speed this up a smidge. Okay, we'll start with you. There we go. You're very pretty as an adult. Oh, I clicked a little bit too fast on that. I am so sorry. We'll take a look at him here in a second. Now where is... There you are. Oh, you got gray again. Huh. This is really interesting. Did you get gray? You did. And you both ended up inheriting gray. Okay. As much as I want to keep you, I do need to do this. Off they go to new races and new pastures. I've only won quite a few races just during their training, so it helps a little. Now we need to go back to our full stables. Nope, not Java Cookie. Iced Cookie first. Or iced coffee, not cookie. That also would have been an interesting name, to be fair. Let's see. Can we get an all A's pretty quickly? Oh boy. It is struggling to give us a significant amount of A's here. 1 B is acceptable. But I do really need like as many A's as possible. Thankfully it's only 1,000 to refresh. Come on, game. How many click-throughs? I think it's the first time I've seen it ever not give me a tier 5 option. It's 1D though, not a B. Okay, there we go. Might not be perfect, but we might get lucky. Yeah, I'm not calling that one unlucky. Need it a little higher. If I can. We should be in the realm of getting B's and A's and not any C's. Holy, you are a very pretty foal. However, your stats are not going to help here. That's better. We're getting there. I don't have a ton of other chances to do this, so I gotta hope here. Well, it's quite a few B's, but a couple C's. I'm gonna get as far away from C's as possible. In theory, I should be able to get a foal here with no C's. But I am getting some very pretty colors. I'm actually surprised. You must have done? Champagne, no done. Do you have done and I missed it? No. You guys are giving me done foals, I'm pretty sure. Not sure how. There we go. So there is a C there, isn't there? Okay, let's see if we can get no C's. That is somehow worse than what we were going for. I am beginning to think, yeah, if it's a fancier color, you're just pretty much going to get bad stats. Or at least somewhat lower stats. I might have to take the 1C. One more try. If it throws me 1C again, I will just take the C. Or one more try and hope it's a Philly. That's better, but worse. Alright. I don't want to name them fish coffee. Oh, that's right, chip doesn't work. Yeah, but this is actually technically Ghost Fish's line. Somehow. Let's see. Phoenix Soup. Helps if I spell the word right and don't keep hitting the wrong keys. Okay, there we go. I'm very low in funds, but this works. Da, da, da. Let's do Arceli Francais next, because they also had pretty decent stats. It gives me a good horse immediately, which it is not. I cannot use that stallion game, but thank you. By the time I get a good all A's, we're only going to probably get one full tribe before I have to go and get a bunch of money again. I don't want to see though. Man, it is really not wanting to give me all A's and maybe a B. It'll give me all A's, but a C or D. Yeah, but that's a wrong grade game. That's a grade 4. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting color. Yeah, you do have done. I'm only gonna get about one skip in here. Now, I was gonna say that's all I need until I saw that it was a Colt. Game, you ruined me. We're not gonna be able to skip this one. At least at the second. However, that gives me a more hope, at least, that that'll work out. that being said, I'll be right back. I'm going to go earn a bunch of money, and then we'll go take a look at this foal and hopefully get some better skips out of this. And I'm back. I've got a bit more funds. Hopefully we won't have to do a real quick, I don't know how that got bumped. We won't have to do a quick, like, reset and trying to get more money. Hopefully we're good. We'll find out, though. Another editor note here. I cannot stress enough that this turned into 2 hours of me not recording to try to get a foal from a particular pair. When the next clip starts after this chunk ends, you can tell that I am so tired. And I once again apologize. I am sorry. It's not meant to be that way. It just kind of goes downhill for today as far as luck goes. So, again, please just bear with me. I would say we're pretty good on this one. Okay. That is a good start. Hmm. That works. Now for our last horse, which is going to be the thoroughbred. Which already has great stats, all things considered. Oh, let me add one thing to the filter. Well, that was an interesting one right off the bat. Okay, let's see if we can get all A's, though. We got at least a few attempts that we can do for skipping ahead. It's close to all A's as possible. Which again, seems to not be the easy thing to get. No, not quite. One B is acceptable. Oh, very pretty. Downside, not what I'm looking for. Come on, game. I know you can give me good stats. There we go. Ooh. Still pretty. Let's see how this goes. Well, right off the bat, a really good foal, but kinda not what I'm looking for. Sorry, buddy. Hey, give me another one of those, that'd be perfect. That would be what I'd consider pretty spot on what I needed. I'm amazed that's a word. Murderous Obstacle is such a funny name, like, it does work as a thing, but also, what do you mean that's a name? It is roast? Aw. It is not. Splendid is a name. Java normally works. Oh. No idea. I have no idea about the naming rules of this. Or why certain things are not allowed, but then others are. This is a really weird system, but it's funny. One of these might be able to take on our rivals, so they'll get raised up, and I'll be able to go from there. Out of all of you, who's got... I think you probably have one of the highest chances. Oh, your tail's actually white. / silver. Now that's interesting. I think you also have a good chance. Oh, did you end up... Yeah, you ended up getting classic white. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't quite look like that was the color they were going to come out as a foal. I'll hire the caretaker for you and skip ahead. Yeah, your stats are the ones that we need to work on. You are the one I do not need to worry about for the second. But I do need to go to you. Nope, I need to go up one. From you. Down to Ghost Lighthouse. Okay, perfect. There at our stables just a smidge. Now to go here. Okay, whether it says it is or not, I think that is accidentally reselected. We gotta hope we get an all A's here pretty soon. Because that's basically what it's gonna take. Game is really not on my side today with the getting the stats I need. Problem is, I think D is our first stat, so that's the one that has to be A most of all. Well, what I could do is I can keep the breed filter, unapply all of that, and just see what we get. Because it's bees, I really do need all A's. Hello, Cece. Okay, that didn't change anything, I don't think. I think it was just taking what I filtered anyways, because it restricts what's coming in. Okay. Come on, I need 1 all A's. We can try it. No, we can't actually. That's a 2? That was weird for a split second there. Well, that's off to a rough start. Pretty color, but rough start. You actually have all A's. I could. I really could. Well, the other way I can make this work, so I'm not spending tons of money, is go through the market and find a mare one of these days, spending tons of money doing that, and go that route. But I don't think it's gonna work because I'm gonna be spending tons of money doing that. Oof. Okay. That gets me enough to skip. And this was the worst option. Okay. This game. So we might have to wait and see if any of our horses are going to be able to, our other two are going to do it. I don't think our progeny, or the legacy horse, is going to be able to do it. I don't know if any of our horses are going to be able to do it. I think this one might just be a loss. And I hope not, truly. Apparently 16 is actually the magic number, not 15. That said, I need to train up, not blended coffee, but these two. And from there, we'll see what I can do, and I will be back after doing that. I'm going to jump back in here. I do actually need to end my recording. I have been recording way too long, and this is the best I've gotten, which looks great on stats. It happens to be cool. And this is for the legacy horse that I've been working on. So I'm basically going to end this recording for the week and off stream or off video possibly work more on getting another foal. But I think what we're going to do is keep this foal, and I'm going to try to find a horse in the market that I think is around the same breed that's going to be good, and we'll go from there. Because I think it's going to be a little bit better than trying to continue playing the gacha game that I'm essentially playing right now, with trying to get a foal with good stats. So the next video we should be able to take on the rival, and hopefully this foal can do it. If not, we do have the other foals. Fingers crossed, and then we can go from there. So far so good, but I just have gone way over the amount of time that I was supposed to be able to record, so I need to end it. Thank you all for joining. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. It helps a ton Especially with YouTube. It's not a platform I'm super familiar with, but I do know that does seem to help a lot when there are comments on the videos. Um, and I cannot wait to see you next time, and I hopefully will be able to take on the rival and win. So that's the goal for next time.